I just want to also say that with aircraft carriers, I do mean aircraft carriers. I do not mean hybrids, nothing like that. Just the ship, the class that identifies aircraft carrier. Because if I do include hybrids, then that's not an aircraft carrier anymore. That's a battleship or a cruiser or destroyer with aircraft capabilities, but it's not an aircraft carrier. So literally an aircraft carrier. Also, I want to do honorable mentions in this video because, as you might know, or you may not know, but aircraft carriers, there are a few very good, but I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna include Saipan. Saipan is a high skill aircraft carrier. And I'm not gonna include stuff like, you know, Black Friday variants or the Chinese aircraft carrier, the Saizang, that's just a Saipan, that's just another Saipan. But then in Pan-Asia, right? So not gonna include those, just the real ships. And yeah, that's that. On to the video. Hello, 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 hello. Hi. Hey, welcome to this video about my top 6 aircraft carriers in World of Warships operations. That was my chair. So a few things I want to talk about first is before I start the video. It's not going to be long, it's going to be it's very short. It's my personal top 6. This will not include tier 10. Mainly because there are only 4 useful tier 10 carriers in operations, which is number 1 Shinano, number 2 Essex, number 3 Nakimov, and number 4 is wow, I forgot number 4. Number 1 is Shinano. Number 2 is Essex. Number 3 was number 4 is Nakimov. And number 3 was Akuryu. Yeah, Akuryu. So those are the only 4 useful ships that you can use. And number 3 was Akuryu, number 4 was Nakimov. Those are the only useful carriers in tier 10. And Shinano, well, if you don't know how Shinano works in World of Warships, she has AP bombs. Very nice, very nice. But yeah, you know, that's nice and all, but that's a tier 10. So my top 6 will only be tier 6 and tier 8. So with that out of the way, let's dive right in, shall we? Or should I say, let's fly right in? And you could say that. Number 6 on the list is Colossus. Now, yes, Colossus. Why would you bring Colossus into this match, right? So would you do that? Have you ever played Colossus before? Also, I'm on my new screen. It's 4K. Yeah, it's a little bit wanky. I managed to make it work, but it's a little bit wanky. So, wonky, I would say, not wanky, but wanky. Yeah, Colossus. What does she do? Well, she has AP rockets. That's nice. And the bad thing about Colossus is I'm in a tier 9 battle. One thing Colossus does not like is being in a tier 9. So yeah, you have that problem going for you. But all is well. You just play a little bit different from if you play tier 9. I don't like it, but it's what I have to do. Oh, nice. I managed to do something here. He's on fire. That's great. Holy fuck, where's my mouse going? That's not what I wanted to do. I can tell you that much, but my mouse was like, okay, we're gonna do this instead. 2 in a row right now. Colossus. Good torps. Carpet bombing, HE. Yeah. Colossus is a little bit difficult to play in tier 9. That's not where she shines. She shines in tier 8, tier 7s. And I mean, operation wise, right? Yeah, she can shine in tier 9, but in operations, I don't recommend to. It's not recommended, I would say, because well, you don't have much plane HP. That's one thing. The second thing is it's tier 9. I'm not going for the Hakuryu. You can imagine why not, because if I go to Hakuryu, I'm always on my planes. That's fantastic. A really slow. This reservation time on your planes. So if you lose them, you lose them quite a lot. That's just not that great. It's great for tier 8, tier 10s. That's where she tier 8, tier 9, tier 7 is where she shines. Tier 9s, don't even bother. On number 5 we have Erich Löwenhardt. Erich Löwenhardt is the tier 6 German aircraft carrier. Erich Löwenhardt has a very good thing. Same as Colossus, he has AP rockets. But the thing is, they're August and Parcel rockets. Yes, there is an Graf Zeppelin in tier 6 with August and Parcel rockets. You need to get adjusted to the aiming, because this is not your everyday aircraft carrier. So you have the high bombers just like it, so you have that going for you. There are the few things you have to go for you. It's not all that bad though. I mean, look at this. You have more than enough seconds to drop bombs. And sometimes you even manage to get a hit. You have 9 kilometers secondary range. Not that you need it, I hope. The bombs are a bit meh. But that's particularly also because they got nerfed. The bombers got nerfed. Not only in the Erich Löwenhardt, but also the other one, Graf Zeppelin also got bombs got nerfed. Every bombs got nerfed actually. I believe every bomb got nerfed. So yeah, it's a bit sad, but hey, what can you do about it, right? Not much. So yeah, there's that. Now, is it all bad? Nah, I mean, the drops are good, you got AP rockets, so the nerf of the bombings is, you suffer from that. You still have the good drops, you have the good rockets, it's just that you have to pick your targets carefully. You have that going for you, but other than that, there is not much going on. It's a very nice ship to play, I like it. One of my favorite tier 6 aircraft carriers. And that's mainly because, well, if you play German aircraft carriers, you know exactly what you're getting. So, on number 4, we have Pobeda. Pobeda is the Russian aircraft carrier, tier 8. You unlock her after getting the XP on the Seraph, the tier 6. Pobeda. That was a loud noise, wasn't it? What does Pobeda do? Well, she carries aircraft. So Pobeda is the Russian aircraft carrier, and she has the nice torpedoes, good HE rockets, and skip bombers. Skip bombers are usually used for large targets or sometimes for CVs, for destroyers. Sometimes you will use them for cruisers and the bit differential, which implies that they are a bit. They're all round. Let's say that way. They're all round users. But Pobeda shines in Cherry Blossom. For the aerodromes, she really shines, and that's where you want to focus your planes towards. Now, the torps. Yeah, they have that thing, they're lower in a line. Yeah, you have to work it, you have to get used to that system. Same with the aircraft carrier, with the skip bombs, you need to get used to them. And once you get used to them, you're very there, then you know what to do. The difference is only that with aircraft carriers like Colossus and Glumenhard, your tops are more spaced, which means that with Pobeda you can use the tops to the nose. But if they miss, they all miss. And with Glumenhard and Colossus, the torpedoes are more spread out, which means they can still hit. Now you can spread out with Pobeda as well, but that's not recommended. HE aircraft, very good against small, very large targets, heavy targets as well. Battleships eat those rockets for dinner. And the skip bombs, yeah, that's what I said, that's a bit all round. So yeah, that's option number 4. It is a nice aircraft carrier, but if you need to learn how to play aircraft carriers, I would start with Rio and Independence and Ranger. So Hosho and then Langley. On number 3 we have Enterprise. Enterprise, as we all know, very OP back in the day. Not so much these days, but still very good. Enterprise, so what's their strong points? AP bombers, good rockets, and good torps. Now, basically all you want in an aircraft carrier, right? Yeah. You can't go wrong with Enterprise, honestly. And operation-wise, Enterprise shines in all of them. No matter what the operation is. She shines in Cherry Blossom, she shines in Defense of Newport, and she shines in Hermes. Basically every operation she will shine. And that's where you really have to endure. It is a ship that you need to place very well if you want to score high, because it is still an Enterprise and you still have your tier 9 AA in this match, sadly. I wish we didn't, but that's fine, Enterprise will shine out. Are my tops gonna hit? I don't think so. I have a bad aim today, I don't know what's going on with me, but that's not on the game, that's on me. That's that. Just tired, really. But that's on me. Enterprise has a decent AA for operations. I mean, she actually does have good AA. So there's that. Yeah, what else does she have? Well, she does decent, not the best guns. Secondary guns are not that great. So you have that problem going for you if you need to use them. Which, if you need to use your secondary guns in an enterprise, then something is going on very, very bad. Am I gonna go for that? No, I'm not. Okay. That's be stupid. Yeah. So, what else is he good at? Well, if you know how to aim well, which I hope I can show you. But it really depends on how good my aiming is. You can top your DDs, and I usually recommend topping the DDs because you deal full damage to destroyers with your torpedoes. The only thing is, do you remember September? I don't remember September, that's what we said. I really don't, it's really sad. I believe here would be if I would want to launch them. Yeah, or there. So yeah, Enterprise is on number 3. Enterprise is a really nice aircraft carrier that really does things well. She just needs to be in the hands of a capable player, which sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. But she is just that versatile. She has multiple purposes. Number 2 on the list, we ain't leaving America just yet, is the Hornet. Hornet, Tier 8, a premium American aircraft carrier, just like Enterprise, but Hornet is a bit different from Enterprise. She has tactical squadrons. Use them. So yeah, the Hornet. Hornet is very nice. I was a little bit distracted. So Hornet, yes, she has good torps, good AP bombs and HE bombs. Now the HE bombs are very useful. That's the one thing I really like about Hornet. Her HE bombs are very useful. It's a bit on the long cooldown, that's the negative part, but they are very useful. Now, how much or what is exactly Hornet's strength? The AP bombs are very nice, they're very useful. However, that's not the only good thing about her. She also can do this. Wow, fantastic. You can miss your bombs really well, because the AI will always make a dodge turn. No, the AP bombs are really nice. I think one of the more useful things that the ship has to offer. Yeah, it's just that good. Last but not least, number 1 is Kara. Kara is a real treat for an aircraft carrier. Kara is just... Kara is great. It's a little trick that you can do in Kara, or any other aircraft carrier that you play. You can do this. Go to the line and then right before, drop them. Because right now they will sail into it. Why is she turning around? I'm not like that. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I need my things, I need my rockets to come off. He's gonna do this stupid thing where he's gonna... Of course. So Kaga has HE bombers and not AP bombers. That's one thing. Good talks. You can go the distance with them. The distance, if I should say, not the distance with them. English, right? And of course, you have rockets as well, and the good torpedoes. Now the torpedoes are, you can see they are a bit going in force. But you have the largest hangar as well. But the torpedoes are, yeah, they're spread in 4. They are T6. Do mind. Kaka's decent HP, not great guns, so don't even try to use the guns. I mean, again, why would you? I think those are gonna miss them. Yeah, there we go. Maybe. I love the bomb sounds though. Bomb. 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 So yeah, Kaga number 1. What else can I say about Kaga? Well, she's just very strong. Yeah, a lot of the RT6 or stock. You have to get used to it. You have to play with it, you know. It is not great. It is just not bad either. It's just, yeah. So, yeah. Would I say that so yeah, that was the video. That was the video for today. I wanted to say, Gaga is, of course, number 1, and with reason. Now, this is my personal opinion. So it's not a list that I should say. That I would say that you should. So it's not. It's not a list that you should use for yourself. It's just, you know, I know a guy in NA who would put a Saipan on number 1 or number 2, and I would not. There are people who would put Enterprise number 1. I would not. You know, there are changes to be made. It's just exactly what I'm trying to say. It's a personal list where I would place the aircraft carriers. Yeah, Kaga also, I may not mention that, but I think I will do it right now. Kaga is also number 1. That's the aircraft carrier with I have the most experience in, I would say. Not as in it's the only aircraft carrier I play. I play a lot of aircraft carriers. I am a carrier main. The Kaga was just my first premium aircraft carrier. And it was also the first ship that I would learn to use effectively, together with the Japanese aircraft carriers, because they're also my favorite carriers. Because Kaga was one of my most liked aircraft carrier from World War II. And there are flaws, of course. The Kaga has flaws. I mean, the tops are. I mean, we can look at the stock right now before we close the video. These are stock. They are Type 91. Not that they. Isn't this the one that's the squadron name again? Squadron name. Tenzan. Oh, dat is from Shogaku. Dat is Ruizai. Wasn't Ryo maybe then? The arcades. There are a few. Well, most are stock or T6, or they were from the other previous generation aircraft carriers. I forgot. It's just that, yeah, there are flaws in with the ship, but it's one of the. This was one of the carriers that I would say that is. It was a good history with me. Me and Kaga went to thick and thin in randoms, and it shows. So yeah, that was my video, and I'll see you guys next time.